Okay, let's do an express configuration of Ultra Game template in your project. This will work if you want to use UGT's example first-person controller with running and crouching and UGT functions implemented. If you want to use your own, like for example, your own game of third person, I'll leave you a tutorial on how to do that in the description, but the first steps are essentially the same. So let's do control spacebar and let's make sure in our content folder we have Ultra Game template folder. You should have UGT already downloaded from Fab and installed in your project. So let's go now to edit project settings. Now we're going to go to maps and modes, and game default map, we're going to select UGT underscore launcher map. And if we go down a little bit in game instance class, we're going to select UGT underscore game instant. That's it. You already have all the saves, all the menu systems, all the player controller stuff. But there are two extra steps I like to make. The first one is we're going to engine and we're going to go to enhanced input. And we are going to go to be sure that here under user settings, enable user settings, we're going to check this. Depending on your version of Unreal, this will be already checked in by default or it won't be experimental. We need to check this on so we can have key remapping and be able to save the key remapping. Aside from that, we're going now to go in the search bar and we're going to search for sound class. And the default sound class, we're going to set it to UGT underscore FX and the default media class to the same. We are doing this way, so every sound you import into the project will already work with the FX slider of UGT sound menus. All right. So we are actually done. That's it. Now we can test UGT. I'm going to say open level, and I'm going to go to content, Ultra Game template, maps, and I'm going to go to just one level, the first level in the progression levels. Okay, and I'm just going to start playing. And if I press enter, I'm going to go to the menu and everything is already working. Okay. And also with gamepad. So now what you can do is you can go to Ultra Game template and you can start modifying the default game data asset. For example, I don't want this style of menu. Instead of sci-fi, I want the brush style of menu, and I want to try UGT as if it was working, as if the game was running on, for example, a Nintendo Switch. So I'm going to select here Nintendo Switch. And as you can see now when I play, this is awesome because now the texts are bigger. The entire menu has changed the style because I have selected another style data asset, okay? But if I go to settings, everything is adapted to Nintendo Switch. So now I don't have the video menu for PC, only I have these simple features. And in the controls, I only have the correct controls and inputs of Nintendo Switch. This will happen, of course, with each platform, not just Nintendo Switch. This is just an example. And really, that's it. Now the only thing left to do is open again the default game data asset and start configuring everything. For example, the game name, next GOTY, and again every property here. Okay, if you hover with the mouse, you will see a little topic explaining what it does and where it does it. Okay, aside from all this, if you go down, you can configure, for example, the new game level, if you want the progression system of the save system or no progression whatsoever, and many things. But at the bottom here, there's something very interesting, which is the UGT toggles. What does it mean? So for example, here are various things that you can disable if you don't need those for your game. So I don't need loading screen tips because I don't want to have tips while the game is loading. I don't want a menu welcome message or a game welcome message. Or for example, I don't want to be able to let the player to modify the text styling of the subtitles or the size of the subtitles. So here are many toggles that you can take a look at them and disable the things that just simply do not need for your game. So that's it. I hope you like this tutorial and see you in the next one.